Welcome to Happily Ever Afters, where love doesn't stop at romance. Join us as we share the tales of everyday magic and celebrate life's sweetest moments. Hear inspiring accounts of love, intimacy, and pure joy as we uncover the secrets behind true devotion and partnerships that really work. Brace yourself for a full-on heart melting. Here's your host, Carlos Clemente.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Happily Ever Afters. I'm Carlos Clemente, and with my beautiful co-host, Dorothy Lucy.
Sweet talker he is.
All right. This show is about stories of love, okay? It can be relationships. It could be just about anything that just brings love and passion out in someone. And it brings the most beautiful things in our lives. That's what we get to see. And today, our guests get to share their beautiful life with us. May I introduce our guests, who are both nationally accomplished producers, Chuck and Bree West. Thank you for coming in.
Oh my God, one production company, 8 kids. I don't know how you have time for love, let alone anything else, but I see you guys touching shoulders, so I'm kind of feeling the love.
She just likes to be close to me all the time, though.
I can see you guys are going to be making out in the next 3 minutes. So I want to hear everything about all the work you're doing, but first, how did you meet? Like, who saw who first?
Ooh, Dorothy.
So
get her started.
So we both went to a party that was hosted by my mutual friend, the late Biz Marquis. And he, when we met, there was a song, a special song, Sardines and Pork and Beans. It's a go-go song. And we were both dancing, and he came over, and he started dancing with me.
Ooh.
And that's how it all got started. We didn't separate for 3 days.
After that.
Yes.
That was some dance.
Yeah. Slow dance or fast dance? Slow dance or fast dance?
That was kind of medium.
Yeah, it was medium.
It was a forever dance.
Our relationship, but that wasn't the true start of our love story.
That's true.
All right. What is the true start?
First year was a little kind of
rocky, to say the least.
Rocky, to say the least.
Chuck toured national stage plays, and so he was able to go all over the country. And every time he would stop, he would meet a friend, and another friend, and another friend, and another friend. I
had a lot of friends in a lot of different places on stage play.
You had a friend in every port? Is that what we're...
Exactly.
Okay. He told me not to ask about the first year you guys were together, so of course I'm going to ask about that.
So it took a little while for us to get on the same page as that we were going to spend the rest of our life together.
I beat him into submission.
After a year, a little over a year.
About a year.
Yeah, a little over a year.
Right.
We realized, but we got therapy because what we realized was that we were both broken. And for us to be able to have a healthy relationship, we had to get ourselves together. And I had to let go of a whole lot of baggage, and it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
So you had to break a few hearts. And Bree, what were you doing while he was breaking these hearts?
Breaking his face.
She would take my phone, Dorothy, and she would when people would call, she would say to him, he's no longer available, and hang up on him.
Tell him.
Oh yeah, if I'm in the car with her or something, she'll give me the phone and say, you tell her. So that's how it got started. Little Rocky.
So when did you finally give in? When did you finally say, okay, you win?
So there was a time when I was laying in the bed and I woke up at about 4 a.m. and she was sitting over top of me, like beside me on the bed, looking at me like she was getting ready to stab me. She didn't have a knife or anything, but in my mind, I thought that was going to happen. So I said, you need help. And she said, if you need help, you get us some help. And so I got on the computer and started looking for a therapist at 4 a.m. I ended up calling someone, Carlos, at about 4:30, but I wanted to make sure it was a male because I thought the male, I had never gotten therapy before. So I thought the male would say, kind of take my side. Didn't happen, but I found a male and I called him at 4:30 in the morning, and I said it's a 911 emergency because I feel like if I go back to sleep, my girlfriend is going to do something to me in my sleep. So he said to me, let me call you back. He called me back and he said, I could see you around 11 o'clock. I said, no, you don't understand. This is an emergency. He said, come to my office at 8 in the morning. We went to his office at 8 in the morning, stayed with him all day long. And now he was the person that married us, and he's one of our best friends.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, then he answered the phone.
Isn't it?
He answered the phone at 4:30 in the morning. I mean, I'm not sure many therapists do that.
Exactly.
That was so
he
strange.
has his own practice, so I guess he always keeps his phone on. But that's what I thought. Because he didn't know my number, but he still answered the phone. So we walk by faith. So we think that everything that happens the way it's supposed to happen.
Bree, is your version the same as his?
Pretty much.
So, Bree, after that, what happened with the relationship?
After that, we opened up to each other. I think we both had a lot of baggage. And at the beginning, I think we were so surface. And we just got really deep and really honest. And as a result, we started trusting each other and just becoming best friends. And then understanding that when we move with each other, we move in love. And so even if there's something that he says that I don't like, or I say that he doesn't like, you know that it's coming from a place of love. So you can't receive it any other way. So we just don't argue. We just laugh a lot. So.
All the time. Laugh all the time.
Let me ask you a question, because you brought up best friend, all right? Everybody in a relationship, in fact, I was talking to somebody the other day about how, yes, you got to have love, but you got to become that best friend. How did you do that?
How do we become best friends? Like Bree said, be opened up. The only way you can really be close to someone is to be vulnerable. And we were both very vulnerable with each other. So we found out things about each other that we did. And I was actually saying things to her that I had never said to anyone before. And she did the same thing. So we knew we had something special. We just didn't know how to get there. But what helps us stay best friends is that every morning we wake up, we thank God for the day before, and we tell each other why we love them the day before.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And that's every day. That's every morning. That's how we start our day.
And that was all from one dance?
But it's a go-go dance, Dorothy. It's a thing in DC. It's a go-go dance.
It's a thing in DC.
I saw that you played basketball for AU, and I went to GW. We used to play you guys, and you used to kill us.
Yeah. We was in the same conference.
And I know those basketball players, there are a lot of girls hanging around, I know.
See?
That was the early Chuck, though, Dorothy. That was the early Chuck. That wasn't the later Chuck. The good Chuck came a little later.
Good Chuck came a lot later.
Now, time has gone on, and you're working a lot of projects together now, right? So
Yes, absolutely.
tell us a little bit about that and how working together has helped keep your bond.
I think being able to work together is a way to really connect because you understand everything that's going on all the time. And we operate very fairly. I'm kind of the creative producer. Chuck is the business producer. So we try to stay in our own lanes. Sometimes I delve into his and stay a little longer than he wants me to, but it all works out because I know how to get back in my lane. And so we have a lot of fun. And, you know, we really are contributing to the whole. So it's just really exciting. Every day is a different thing going on. And it's just fun kind of doing life together.
I had fun looking at your...
People always ask us, how do we work together, live together? We're together. We're probably together about 95% of every day. And when they ask us, we say to each other, like, how do you not?
Right.
Like, I'm with my best friend, my soulmate, my lady all the time. And we're coming up on 11 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
I was stalking your Instagram, and I think you guys do have fun. You were just at the Emmys, and then you were at some, was it an influencers brunch? And Bree, you had on some silver outfit that was kind of spectacular.
Oh,
Her little sexy silver short set. She's looking sexy, Dorothy. Yes, that's an influencers brunch. Is something that we do every year. CBC work with Turk Stevens and Chris Spencer, and we do it at the Grammys.
No, the
Oscars, and then this year we're going to do it at the Super Bowl. So it's a very, very high end event with a lot of influential people in the DC area.
Well, not even, I mean, some even nationally.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome because, we convene, have lunch, and really talk about substantive issues and just enjoy the day. So it's a really nice experience.
Now, you're working on something we talked before we went on about called the Trio. Can you tell me what that is and how you're both involved in that?
Oh, yeah. So we have a trilogy at BET Plus and BET. It's called the Wesley Christmas. The first project was the Wesley Christmas. We actually shot it as an independent project, and BET picked it up. But that was the first project that my wife says that she wrote. But she's been writing on everything that we've done. But that's the first official project that she said she wrote, and it won an She won an NAACP award.
Oh, congratulations!
And then we did a Wesley Christmas Wedding, which was the second, and that airs this November on BET as well. And then we shot the third of the trilogy over in South Africa. It's called a Wesley South African Christmas, which is going to be the first global release of any project with BET with Paramount Africa.
And at some point, we need to talk about the 8 kids.
Yeah, we're like the modern day Brady Bunch. I came to the marriage with 4 girls and Chuck with 4 boys, and our household was a party all the time.
But the crazy thing is that the first time they all met, you would think that they had grown up together as brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. Even though all of them were very young, except for the oldest boy and the oldest girl.
Right.
But everyone else was very young. So they when they came together, we knew that it was right.
Yeah.
What's the age range?
7 right now. It's 17 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Carlos, we have one more in the house. We have the last boy.
300 days away. 300 days away.
And when he leaves, we are going to do the I'm happy dance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're going back to dancing.
Hey,
I got to tell you, they come back. I had one. He left. They come back, just so you know.
You already decided what you're going to do with his room and everything?
All of it.
Everything.
We might even sell the house.
You're going to get a disco ball.
Keep in one extra room so when they come, they can only stay for a short period of time. Yeah, all of that. No, we have wonderful kids. We have twins still in college right now in California, one at Cal Berkeley, one at University of San Francisco. We have one that just graduated last year from the Ohio State University. Then we have one that is working in New York at Amex right now. Yeah, and then we have 2 that's working with the company. They're scattered all over the place.
But it looks like your family vacations. Everybody comes together, and they look so perfect.
We make everyone take time for us to have our one family vacation. Then we have a Christmas vacation too. Most of them make, but one of the daughters cheers with Cal Berkeley, so it's hard for her to leave on Christmas.
Right.
But we have one family vacation every year, and everybody makes it. So we've been picking different places each year. Our oldest daughter thinks that she's a
travel concierge.
Yeah. So she likes to plan everything. So when we get there, we have a day plan, and it's really nice.
It's a lot
really
of
nice.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
What do you consider, I guess I guess the best way, because with all the kids and everything, how has this turned into your happily ever afters moment for you?
Well, for me, it's nothing like family. I was raised very with a very close knit family, and that's all I know. And so was Bree. So our happily ever after is being able to see those kids that they met at 5 and 6 and 9, and now to see them all going on and having
Happy
a happy
life.
home. I mean, happy life. And seeing that's our happily ever after. Well, that's the beginning of our happily ever after, because we still have a lot to do, and now we take our projects on our kids, so we take them on as our new children.
I think you guys have it all figured out.
You know
I
what?
think so.
I think that what we do is just take it one day at a time. It's not really trying to figure it out. It's like you have no other choice. You have to make it work.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and tell my husband how much I appreciate him, and we'll see if he's shocked or how that goes. But I love that you do that.
And then ask him to tell you.
And it sets the tone for the whole day. It's so good.
So even though when we're in business and she crosses over that lane she talks about that she shouldn't cross over, I kind of give her a little grace because she told me how much she loved me the day before.
That's wonderful.
Exactly.
Try it out, Dorothy.
All right. The one thing I didn't, Essence Film Festival, real quickly, tell me a little bit about that.
That was a super exciting experience. We really didn't know what to expect. We had never been to a film festival before because we usually
We had never put our project in the
right.
festival.
Well, right, because
Yes.
we already had distribution, so we usually made the film after we knew where they were going to be distributed. So to have the opportunity to participate, it was awesome. It was great to share, film opportunities and experiences with other filmmakers. But then there were 1,100 films that were submitted for the festival, and out of the 1,100, I think they narrowed down to like 120, and then for the actual festival. And then we won the Jurors Award for the best narrative in a feature film, which is like the big film award. And so it was super surprising because we had no idea we were going to win. We were shocked. But then also, it was just very confirming that we were kind of doing the right thing and having a great time doing it.
And that was another one of our independent films that we shot. So it was very happy time for us.
Well, just looking at both of you, see your beautiful smiles. Yeah. I would love to meet your whole famey someday.
Yeah, bring the kids.
Have them all, and then they tell us the real stories.
You have to come to Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving.
You have to get 100 people at Thanksgiving. It's amazing.
She has a really big family.
Okay.
She has a really big family. We actually have over 100 people at the house.
Wow.
Yeah,
For Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Wow. Well,
We are a true family.
And a true love story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful.
Thank you for taking time. Thank you for taking time to be with us today. A wonderful story, and I'm going to be glad that we can share this with the world. Mm-hmm. And we want to have you back sometimes because once the kids are out of the house, I'm sure
we'll need
you're
an
going to
update.
have different stories.
Right.
So thank you.
Different kinds of stories.
Where are you all located, Carlos?
L.A. We're in
LA?
L.A. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we don't come out there and hang out. In the studio.
All right. Okay, we'll do that. Just let us know when you're on your way.
We just left LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just out there.
Well,
We're
thank
there
you.
often.
Thank you again. I really
Thank
appreciate
you all for
taking
having
time.
us.
Having us.
All right. Thank you. Happily Ever Afters is about love. Different kinds of love. All kinds of love. We can't even describe the kinds of love that this show is about. We want to present that positive outlook to the world. Not everything is doom and gloom. And I'm hoping that that is coming across when you and I are talking to the guests.
I mean, those two, that is joy.
Yes, joy. That's a good word.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You can join us on UBNGO. You can join us on Apple Podcast. You can join us on YouTube and Facebook. So please tune in, subscribe, respond.
Send us some love.
Send us some love. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed Happily Ever Afters.